Hello, my name is Julian Sinash, and today I will expose an analysis between Avengers Endgame and Much Ado About Nothing, and I will analyze it with my global issue that is peace, justice, and strong institutions. But for start, I want to explain what does that means. Okay, so peace, justice, and strong institutions is promoting rule of the law, transparency and accountability, good governance, non-discriminant at all levels of government, ensuring equal access to justice for all, protesting and everyone's fundamental freedoms. Okay, so this means that law is the same for everyone, and like basically it's peace in the world, like no wars, justice, like to follow the law, and strong institutions are the fundamental government pieces for law to work and be good, like officers, judges and courts and all that. So we start by analyzing. Uh, okay, for much do about nothing, this is a quote. Prince by my thought, I speak through my thought, Claudio, and in faith, my Lord I. So, okay, here we can see um, the strong institutions of monarchy Italy, because we're in 19 in 16th century, so Italy is still a monarchy. Prince here it refers like to the monarchy, the prince is talking all that, and to my lord is another position of an institution. In that time the lords and the royal blood people were the law. The second quote is, my lord, not will love prove that even I lose more than blood, with love that I will get again with drinking. Okay, so here we have another reference to the institutions by the monarchy. Benedict the third quote is, Benedict Bird, it plucked off bull horns, set them in the forehead, and let me be, feeling painted, and in such great letters as they write here is a good. Okay, so here we can see like the justice, not as it's not as clear, but we can see like the reference of the bullhorns, so that they cheat on him. He's trying to get justice for that. For Avengers Endgame, uh, these are this is my first quote. World governments are in pieces, you, as you can imagine, but the parts that still work are trying to take some. So this means this is a example of what happens if the strong institutions fall. There will be chaos, like it says in the quote and it shows in the movie. So for explain a little bit that quote, that um, that is what happens when Thanos wins and he kills half of Earth population. So the institutions fall, that show us that for justice to work, there needs to be there it needs the people. The second quote for Avengers Endgame is power suggests through Tony exclusion, but he still left his hands. Tony, I'm Iron Man. Okay, so here we can see a connection with the global issue by the power. He didn't refer to that, it seems, but you can find it there. Power is a crucial part of peace and justice. Like someone needs to have the power of, for example, condemning someone to jail or something like that. The third quote for Avengers Endgame is time slowed as Steve and Thor and Tony stopped the gauntlet lightning in the dirt. So here is an example. Like the gauntlet symbolizes power, and how I explain it in the last quote, justice needs someone to have the power. For the teacher questions, okay. Okay, my first teacher question is, what are the most significant difference between the two texts and how they present the global issue? Okay, so sorry, there are lots of difference between my two texts. Like one, it's a Shakespeare text from 1970, 1700s, 1600s, sorry, and the other one is an action movie based on a comic of 2019. So there are lots of difference, but they both can show my global issue in different ways, but they can show it like I explained it in the past quotes. Like in Avengers Endgame, they get peace and justice when they win at the end of the movie and they defeat Thanos. My second teacher question is, how does the author make the reader audience feel morally conflict in a relationship to this global issue? Okay, so in Avengers Endgame, when Thanos wins the first time and he whips like half of the population, in a certain part of the movie we can see like him, what Earth, what happens with Earth, like all these institutions falls, but like there is no more pollution or contamination, and they show us this like by telling us there are whales in the Hudson River. There is like not always has always been like very contaminated for the humans, and so like he did something like very bad, but uh, with some positive effects. And for much do about nothing, it shows us like conflict when the love, like they love, one loves someone and they don't correspond back. And for finalizing, I think like I this analyze open my mind to by analyzing the most different texts that are, and that helped me a lot.